Hi, this is Victoria and I'm from More Victorious Empowerment? More Victorious Empowerment. And this is a reading for Virgo men. And it's for the next month. There is no timestamp on this one, but it does go from a month from viewing. So yeah, it's pertinent to you when you actually read it, watch this. If you like it, please subscribe, hit the like button or gift to everyone. And maybe come back and have another look at it in a month's time or in a couple of weeks' time, so you can see it playing out. First of all, what I'm going to do is just go straight in and, oh, fell out. Have a look at our Archangel Oracle cards, and I've got Indigo and Crystal Children. Indigo and Crystal Children. So we'll see how that plays out. I might just pick one more. I've got Claire Transcendence. Sorry guys, I've already just said all my prayers and have geared in to using my intuition, and then to go back and have to use the right side of my brain and read. And not read the cards, if that makes any sense. Is like there's a disconnect between the left and right side of my brain at the moment. But anyway, we'll persevere. So I also just want to grab some other cards. So this one here, whatever this one is, what does it say? I'm learning to pay attention to my feelings. And one more for you guys, Virgo men, God bless you. I'm a vibrational transmitter and receiver. Wow. Now these cards here are actually Ask and It's Given cards. They're by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I'll put all the card names down underneath so you don't have to get too worried. But just so that you know what they are. I'm just basically getting set up for our reading so you can see that I'm not making it up, that this is what's coming out for you today. So let me just see what we've got for our Virgo men for this month. Intuitively, I feel that it's really important that you get out and walk in fields, parks, get outside, get grounded. Really need to do that. If you're allergic, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's needed. You need to just get outside, get out of your own head. And that's coming out through this. Okay, I'm just going to take a couple of minutes and see what information comes through, and I'll come straight back. I just won't take that. Okay, yeah, I'm just still trying to learn how to drive the video stuff. So please bear with me, guys. What I'm going to do is just read through the cards that are physically written on so that I can get the left and right side of my brain doing some sort of cooperation thing. So firstly, these are the overall themes of the reading for the next month for you guys, and it's for Virgo men. So when I read relationships, I will mention women or and their qualities and traits and emotion. If you're in a same-sex marriage, same-sex relationship, or a single and are gay or bi, please, whatever resonates with you, go for it. But I'm typically doing the partner being a female energy. So here we go. So the overall themes, these are the Archangel Oracle cards. I don't know if I mentioned that. The first one we got out was Indigo. Well, actually, it flew out. Indigo and Crystal Children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. I'll move it a little closer so you can see. And then the next one is notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they are significant divine guidance, and they signify divine guidance. So out of this, I would say firstly is that your body is the clue to what's really going on for you in the next month, and you really need to trust that. So I know that at times, I'm a Virgo too, at times Virgos particularly disconnect from their body, and unless your body's going right, nothing else will go right. So when things aren't going right, Virgos, or I tend to go straight up into my head. And what this is asking you is to actually check in with your body and see the uncomfortableness that you're feeling at times, or the excitedness, or whatever it is, and know that it's real. So we'll see how that plays out, but I really believe that you need to start checking in with your body and seeing how it feels to confirm what is really going on for you. The other thing that will be playing out is, because these two cards are together, definitely tapping into your inner child resources. So what that means for me is the sensitive, delicate part of yourself, that innocent, childlike part of yourself that is often neglected and not regarded when you're an adult, needs to be nurtured continually. And when your inner child screams in fear or whatever, it normally reverberates into your body. So there's this direct correlation between the fear aspect. I hope this is not too foreign a concept for some of you, or I'm explaining it well. When you tap into the fear or the anxiety or the scaredness, that part of that is your inner child stuff, and part of that is you needing to check in with your body. The other side of that is with when you're excited, when you're happy, when you experience joy or delight, like a child does in the simple things in life, like I don't know, a puppy, or seeing something funny happen that's very innocent and wonderful. That again is tipping you into that pure essence of goodness that a child just radiates, and that's still part of you even if you're an adult. Anyway, again, checking in with your physical and allowing yourself to feel it fully. Okay, and I've got to stop saying especially with you Virgo guys, very particular. Right, and then the next ones we've got here are Ask and It's Given. And again, these are theme cards to the month, all right? And then we'll get down to specifics with the tarot cards. So these are, I learned to pay attention to my feelings, and I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. Lovely. Definitely think that it's time to stop hiding how you feel from yourself and others. And I'm just going to read the back of them before my intuition kicks in again. Your emotions are absolute indicators of your current point of attraction. They help you know in any moment whether or not you are currently allowing the fulfillment of the desire It is our encouragement that you pay attention to how you feel and allow your emotions to be the valuable indicators that they are. And again, this is just reinforcing what we've just talked about in the angel cards. And this one is, I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. I'll go into what I've just intuitively thought then, but I'll read the back of the card. And that is, in every moment, you are broadcasting a very specific vibrational signal that is instantly being understood and answered, and immediately your present and future circumstances begin changing in response to the signal you are projecting. The entire universe right now is being affected by what you are offering it. Okay, and then intuitively, so I don't need to read any more physical words, I'll just read the cards. I got that it's time to stop hiding your feelings, as I just said, and it doesn't really matter if you're isolated, alone, by yourself, or remove yourself from others, you're still vibrating and emitting a frequency. And this goes out to others so that they will treat you accordingly. I think that there's the time is just about up for you from hiding yourself or hiding how you feel. I think that that's going to be, of course, it's going to be a long process, but more aspects of what you are feeling will be brought out. More aspects of who you are will be shared with others. And I quite like it. The reason I like it is because people need to know who you are. You have a beautiful soul. You have a lot of insight. And people need to know who you are. And it's rather selfish not to give of yourself to others and be isolated, because you can help others. And you're a joy. And it's about time you shared some joy with others. Okay. So these cards here are called the Art of Love. Now I am reading for the collective, but so please take with what resonates with you. I have quite a few different interpretations of these cards already coming out, but we will get clarification as we go. The first thing was that I got that most Virgo men will consider taking a short trip away. It will be a couple of days away, and it is to get away and just let things go. I think that some of you are feeling quite overburdened at the moment. It still can handle it, but you just need some respite. And it's well and truly needed at this time. I think that there's many things going on. First of all, for singles, it seems as though you have the option to meet someone, but I feel it's more like a friendship that will grow. A female woman, a woman of course, that will grow. It seems as though it needs time for that to develop. It seems as though she is at the moment closed off to it progressing any further than a friendship. Her eyes are closed. And either she's withdrawing or you're withdrawing at this time. Sorry guys, but that's the truth. I feel that it's required, or there's been some sort of argument and she's closed off to you at this point. For men, I think that for men that are married, I feel as though there needs to be a shift and not a change within your relationship. If you're not seeing eye to eye, she has her eyes set on the future, and you're looking at the past. So for whatever the reason, the two of you need to come together so that you can move forward, and withdrawal is not the answer. This is most probably where this I pay attention to my feelings comes in, and hiding yourself. You need to start sharing how you feel, particularly if it's in regards to children, or having children, or wanting more children, or dealing with the children. It seems like your priorities are different slightly. You're looking at what has been, she's looking at what is to come. And she's looking at the immediate future. Her eyes are down, she's looking at her feet. She wants to know where we're going, what we're doing right in the immediate future. You're saying, well, this is what we've done in the past, this is the way it was in the past as a family, this is where we're going with the children, this is where we're going with us. And she's going, yeah, but that's not that's not what's going to happen now. What else have we got? I also think that one of the children or a child is causing you both a lot of inner turmoil, whether they're misbehaving, acting out, have unusual ways of expressing themselves. They're not happy. And again, it's a key indicator that they are a prime example of what the two of you are. So until you get real, until you express how you feel, until you are sure of what you're doing, this for most of you it'll be a little girl, your daughter or her daughter, a daughter in the relationship, will keep acting out. That will get less as you own your own power. The trip looks lovely. The trip away looks lovely for all Virgo men, regardless if you're single or in a relationship. It looks like a lot of fresh air is going to be taken in, whether that's, it just seems like lots of breeze. So whether that's lots of wind, whether that's by the water. I live in Australia, so, you know, the beach, lots of fresh air, but again, it could be an icy place with some very cold, brisk winds. I suppose it just depends on where you live. What else have we got here? For some men, it will be a separation from someone that they've been in a relationship with, a primary relationship. And it could very well be that they take a time out with travel as well, or whether those two things are happening at the same time. It's hard to say at this point. As I'm reading for a collective, it gets a little bit multi-layered. There is a deep need for you to withdraw. We've gotten it twice. Things are not great, and you really need to trust yourself again and what you're feeling. And again, we're coming back down to, if you can't trust your mind at this point or your heart, please trust your body. Okay, I'm just going to pull some more cards and get some more story. There seems to be some sort of learning going on here as well, but I'm not certain if that's tied into work or some sort of pursuit, some sort of hobby. Okay. So for some of you, it seems as though you've had the tendency to be rather repressed or sad or solemn or bored, and quite frankly, the moon cycles that we've had lately are just not helping at all. That will change. That is on the tail end within this month. So that, you know, within the next 2 weeks, that will lift. So that's something to look forward to. Basically, it seems as though some sort of divine offer will get you out of that funk. So whether it's a helping hand from someone, a situation, or a circumstance, it will lift and it will leave and move out. As you can see in these cards, it's sort of like, you know, this is the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then it turns dramatically in a more positive way. It's divinely guided, divinely given, and it's coming in completely unexpected. And it's like, well, this is what I've got to deal with. This is my life. This is what's going on. These 3 cups in front of me. Bang, in comes another opportunity. So for some, I thought it was a work endeavor, and it's coming through someone that you know. Take it with both hands and run with it. It's a positive, good luck opportunity. Take it. It's going to come from nowhere. You're not going to see it coming. It's out of the blue. It's not, you're not in the mindset of seeing things clearly, but I don't even think that even if you were seeing things clearly, you would see this coming. It's coming from a need deep within yourself to explore this new opportunity. And I believe it's coming in from a man, a loving, well, at least someone who cares about you, who has respect for you. It's a proposal, but not marriage proposal. It's a proposal of business, proposal of a plan, a proposal of some sort of endeavor that will be very fruitful. Again, don't think you're going to see it coming. The reason is because you're sitting back at the moment and you're not really seeing the whole picture, and you're not meant to. There's a veil behind here. It's hidden. It's like it's sitting on the other side of the veil. You're not going to see it coming. There's also that it could mean, I don't know, night travel is involved. So whether or not you have to leave earlier in the morning, work at night, come home later at night, it seems as though there's some sort of offer there with that. See how that plays out for you. Working at night, working at home at night. Just see how that plays out for you guys. What else is here? Okay. For some of you, there seems as though there will be an opportunity to be romantic with someone. Again, I don't think you'll see it coming. And there is a chance that they have been around for a while, but you just haven't noticed them. I also feel that, I'm sorry to say this, third-party situations could be involved. So that could be you, her, and another, but that other could also very well be children. It is a third-party situation. So need to be aware of other people's thoughts and feelings, and strings of attachment that she has and that you have in life and love. Some of you might not see the other attachment, so just be aware of that as well. I'm not going to lie. What else have we got here? We've got so much going on, guys. Woohoo! Insecurity is certainly going to come to the fore. Fears are going to come up. But you know what? The wheel kicks in and moves everything along very quickly. Very quickly. And this is also you. You're a Virgo. This is your card. This is our card. She's wonderful, the High Priestess. So it's trusting Torah, the scrolls of wisdom. It's trusting your own experiences, your own wiseness, that's such a word, and moving forward. And again, we've got her putting her foot on the moon. So this is at times like the moon is a reflection of the sun. It seems bigger in the night than it is in the day. It's illusionary, it's disillusionment. She's got a foot on it. So it's like you are in control of going between extremes and knowing which way you want to go. That's how I see this card at this moment. Okay, I'm just going to continue the story on and see what else we have. So work looks good. If you are wanting a new job, there's certainly some sort of opportunity coming out that you might hear of through a male who, again, it's the same story, slightly different spin. He's offering you a position or knows of a position somewhere, like, oh, you know, Joe down the street, he's saying that they need people in his company. How about you go down and talk to them or apply or look into it? Okay, yeah. Wow. Okay, so for some of you, you're sort of going through a midlife crisis or a life crisis moment, period of time. It's really kicked you. There certainly is an awful lot of dipping and swaying into not feeling confident, not feeling sure of yourself, not feeling like you know where you're going, feeling like you can't go on. But that, again, it seems like that's going to turn in the next 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. It seems as though you finally get on top of all of that. This is deep core level stuff. This is not superficial stuff. This is deep from the bottom of your soul, issues that you are dealing with and have dealt with. It seems as though you've had a tower moment, and so basically your whole world has been upturned, and you're putting feet forward the best way you can, and your initial response to dealing with this was to retreat, and to just lay low and to just keep to yourself. Sorry guys, the camera decided that the battery wanted to be recharged. So clearly the battery of yours needs to be recharged, and I think that this short trip away, a weekend away, is a good idea. Definitely needed, definitely required, gives you a chance for some perspective, reflection, and just eases things up. And things always seem better when you're outside of the situation. If you're physically removed from your home area, your work area, and you're just somewhere different, it's just, like I said before, this breath of fresh air to you. I don't think for the singles, I don't think you see this new relationship coming in. It's what you've been looking for. It's like it's time for it to happen now. It's time. You're being universally guided to move forward. You're still a bit, well, you're well prepared for any situation anytime. So you've got your coat on, you know, you've got your good light, you know where you're going, you're trusting the process of your own life, you're slowly moving forward. You've got all your tools that you need to survive, prosper, grow. And it is actually time that you move out of survival mode to more prosperous timing of and growing. But yeah, your self-confidence has definitely taken a dip. A good way of releasing a lot of what's been going on is, I know it sounds superficial, but you know you're working more levels here, is we've got the card of hoarding. So it's holding on to thoughts, ideas, things, possessions, people, people that don't serve you anymore, things that don't serve you anymore, possessions because they hold some value to you. It's time to let some of those go. So good way is to start in, I don't know, the kitchen or the bedroom or the bathroom, and just start going through your clothes maybe and deciding what old clothes can go to charity or go to someone else or can be released. And this will start freeing you up, basically getting the clutter out of your brain, clutter out of your life, clutter out of your thoughts, and it'll bring you more clarity. So yeah, give it a go, see how you go. Now love, let's have a look here. It seems as though some of you might be traveling abroad, and out of it becomes a great learning experience. And for some of you, I don't think you're going with a woman, I think you're going with another man. So it might actually even be work involved, but I haven't got that. It's just someone that you trust. And you're going to have a really good time. It seems as though rest is definitely required. You are protected. There's no need to worry about that. Yeah, you know, like a friend that you trust. Go. Could very well be somewhere quite old, like somewhere that you visited in your childhood, for example, that you wanted to revisit, or an older country, like, you know, how you can go to, pick Europe, for example, anywhere in Europe, and you can go through some of the villas and you know, Italy, Germany, any of those sort of places are the buildings are very old. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like a very old place that you visit. Or a place that you need to return to, that you did visit when you were a child or did live in when you were a child. If you can do that, go. If you want to go with your brother, go. It's wonderful. At least make plans towards doing that, and see what happens. Yeah. And then I think you come back into this mode of retreating. And presenting well to the world, but not so well underneath. I think that there are many things that need to be moved out of your life, and it has to start with you. As far as your inner stuff, your emotions, your feelings, the mental clutter, it has to start inwardly for it to move forward. I'm just going to see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, nice. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck we've got, this is a solidifier for the last two lines, and this is business, prosperity, feeling abundant. King of Pentacles is a businessman, a person who takes care of his money. He's looking at his castle, he's watching what he's doing. He's fruitful. He's managed to get some experience, some status, some accolades, and he's actually quite Still a little bit defensive underneath. Can you see the armor? He's got lots of material, physical, worldly experience, and that's not such a bad place to be. His eyes are looking down, he's looking at his pentacle, he's looking at his money, he's looking at his material happiness, he's looking at his success, he's looking at his body. He's looking at his body. The little pentacle is a little person, and he's looking at his whole being, basically. And I think that that is what is overall going on for all of you guys. I hope that makes sense. It's hard when it's a collective reading to not be more specific. This inner torment or inner torture needs to cease. You need to be more, just give yourself a break, guys. Like, honestly, you're doing so well. You have really gone through an awful lot, and you need to give yourself a break. You need to be gentle on yourself. If you can afford to go away for a couple of days, go away, even if it's just to visit, you know, Uncle Joe or whatever it is, just go. If you can afford to go away with your family, do it. And I think that on some level you do actually need to afford to go away, because it's not just about money, it's about you. It's about breathing, taking a breath of fresh air, moving forward, knowing where you're going, and allowing those rough waters to just ease up. Okay. I did mention a third party situation. It seems as though there's lots more secret stuff coming out for some of you. Deception is, yeah, it's going to come out. So, and the other option is if you by chance are one man with two women, which happens, just be careful. One or both of them are creating an awful lot of bother, and I don't know if your nerves, worries and fears are going to be put to rest anytime soon by juggling the two of them. So heads up, you might have to make some decisions in regards to letting one go, and it needs to happen. I don't see either party being very happy about it, and there are a lot of things going on that you will not be able to control. So, yeah. Forewarned, guys, forewarned. So if you're a man that has two women, or thinking about a second woman, or have made, you know, moves towards a second woman and haven't finished with the first, that ain't gonna happen for long. I'll just get one more card on that, because yeah, it's not nice. Yep. And that will tip into your insecurity, your fear. You're going to find that you lack physical strength. You're not going to handle situations as well as you can across the board, across family matters, health matters, work matters, money matters, travel matters. So it'll tip you in, even though you won't most probably see the connection. It will eat away at your self-confidence in regards to other matters. So, yeah, you need to be careful. And once you unleash the lion, it's very hard to get the lion back in the cage. So, just be aware. Alright, so I think we've done it all. So we've done work, family, relationships, travel, health. Guys, you really, like, please be nurturing and respectful of your body. Ease up, take your foot off the accelerator, ease up. You can't keep going the same rate you've been going. It's just not possible. Your mind, your body, your soul, your inner worth is just going, what is going on? And I know that you've had a lot of changes. I can see that. I know that there have been big monumental changes, but just please realize that this change here is a good change. It's a quick, rapid, fast moving change. So you need to sort out the muck, the clutter, the hoarding, emotions, what we've just spoke about, even physical things, so that you can move forward more easily without dragging your chain through to a new fresh start. Guys, you're not going to see a lot of these new opportunities coming. I don't know why, but you're just not. Even if you did have clarity of thought, I still don't think that you'd see them. They're just divinely given. So there's 2 major change cards here in the next month. So what that means for me is quick, rapid movement, very quick, rapid movement. Okay, so forewarned is foretold, and this is where you want to be. This is how you want to appear. This is how you see yourself, the King of Pentacles, and rightly so. It's a Virgo card. So if it doesn't suit you in your way you perceive your life to be, then you need to address it. Okay. Oh, that was heavy. Very heavy. Sorry guys, but that's what I got. Enjoy the travel. If you can't get away for a long period of time, as I said, this weekend away would do you the world of good. I think that men will actually give you a lot of opportunities in the next month. Men are coming through with the opportunities, not women. As far as work is concerned, travel is concerned. So even if you travel with like your partner, if you're married, family and you're married and you just go for a weekend away, it'll be initiated through a friend or through a male friend, family member. Okay, so if you've liked what you've seen here, like, subscribe or gift below. I've left all the names of the tarot decks below if you want to have a little play. And just to finish up, family and children are very important to you in the next month, on whatever level that is. Also, your sensitive, tender, delicate, fragile parts of yourself are also very important in this next month. Please listen to your physical body and what you are feeling so that you can steer your way through this. I see you like a big steel ship, and it's sort of more like a battleship than a normal cruiser, and basically you need to maneuver your way through the waters of life. And I sort of think that you've been out to sea for way too long, and now you're coming back. You still need to get back into the port, and you've just got a little bit more of a way to go, but you're nearly there. You can see the land, you can see the headlands, you can see that it's nearly ending. This hard, cold journey that you've been on, and it has really shaken you to your core, really shaken you to your core. And better things are on their way. Better things are on their way. But you've just got to rebuild yourself. So mind, body, soul. Mind, body, soul. And I think initially I said, when I seen this little card, I said, please get outside. It's really important that you connect to the earth, that you walk forward, that you can see yourself moving forward, jog forward, run forward. Just get out and walk, and if you can, let it be on soft ground, not that hard concrete. Okay. My thoughts are with you at this time. I can see that you're nearly at the end of it. I hope that this resonates with you. Please check back in with it this reading back in a couple of weeks and see how it's actually formulated for you and eventuated for you. And just to prove a point, because Virgo is very analytical and very matter of fact and very wonderful, because I'm a Virgo, I'm just going to take a card from these cards that I made myself, and it'll give you a good indicator that this is actually going to transpire in the next month, or aspects of this, depending on if you're single, married, or nondescript. Virgo male in the next month. So the question is, what are we going to ask? Will I get a cookie in the next 3 days? So that's 3 days after hearing this, by someone gifted to me or given to me freely. And I've got, oh, hang on, let me read it. Yes. And take all the encouragement you need. So clearly somebody is going to give you a cookie, a biscuit, cake, slice. I would say most probably at work, and it could very well be a woman. And it's a chin up, head up, you're doing well, congratulations, good work. That's what it feels like. It could very well be your wife if you're married, or some woman that's hot on you. But basically, yes, the answer is yes. So if this comes true in the next 3 days, then all of this will happen for you. And the cherries are being clear about your thoughts and feelings, knowing where you're going with yourself and your children and your inner delicate parts of yourself. So you just got a little bit more to go through. Remember, you're the battleship. You've got your battle armor on, and you're nearly to the actual dock. You're through the port, through the headlands, and you're nearly to the dock. So just remember that, guys. Okay. Thoughts are with you. God bless. Have the best day. Bye for now.